Hello and welcome to this brand new podcast with me, Kevin Mullen.
And myself, Heather Mullen.
And this is the Straight Up Mental Health Podcast. Every single week we'll be dropping a new episode and we'll be covering every possible element of mental health. We'll be simplify it and give you actionables to take away, something to do. Every episode will give you either a method, a technique, a mindset, a hint, a tip, a hack. It's going to give you something. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Listen, no bullshit, no complications, just straight up mental health.
And that is where we're going to stand out, right?
Yes, it is.
You ready?
Yes.
Welcome and let's go. Now, the episode we're about to do is called Should Mental Health Be That Complicated? We're going to be looking at why it's complicated and how to simplify it. So Heather, should mental health therapy be that complicated?
No, Kevin.
Well, that's that episode done, isn't it? Just a no. Let's see if we can add a little bit more to it. Heather, why should mental health therapy not be complicated anymore?
We don't need to go up to go down. We don't need to go back to go forward. We don't need to overcomplicate things, Kevin.
Things have changed, right?
Yeah, the world's changed.
Are you still using a coal fire to heat your house?
No, I'm not.
Are you still using the same phone as you had in the 96?
No.
Everything's evolved.
Everything's evolved.
Apart from mental health therapy, or mainstream mental health therapy, should we say, because there are some absolutely life-changing, cutting-edge and amazing therapies out there, but not a lot of people are aware of them or indeed know about them.
Yeah, you're right.
And we're going to be looking at some of those, aren't we, on the episodes that are coming up in the next few weeks. And at the moment, we're looking at the conventional way of therapy that's not working for many people. That whole sit down in a room or in a group and just talk about how you feel. And you're going to discover in a moment why that can be regressive, actually, and why for some people it's actually quite dangerous and damaging. But the entire world of mental health are still, flogging that horse.
People are looking for methods and techniques, Kevin, not just sit down and talk.
It's a very old, antiquated way, and it was wonderful in the 60s when it first came out. But like we've said, things have evolved. And I want to start with a story.
Okay.
And I want to tell everybody a story. And the story actually is about Fat Sam.
Okay. Let's hear.
And Fat Sam is in their mid-20s.
Right, okay.
And they live at home with mum in the back room, in a little box room. And they don't have a really good job, and they've got a really, really bad financial track record. Any money they get, they just spend it on nonsense. Okay. They're single and they don't have a life. And they're just miserable, sad, depressed, anxious, tired, bed-rotting all the time.
Okay.
And one day Sam wakes up and Sam says, I'm done. I am done with this noise. I am done with this bullshit. I am done feeling terrible every single day. I'm done not achieving anything. I want to do something different. And the very next day, Sam wakes up, right? And goes to the gym. And they get on the treadmill in the last 15 seconds. And they fall off the treadmill. And everybody in the gym kind of sniggers and laughs. Well, it can't even last 15 seconds, waster. But Sam puts her head up and smiles. Why does Sam smile? Because yesterday she didn't have 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And to them it was a win. It was a massive win. In fact, it was probably the first win they had in a long, long time. So they took that 15 seconds and they went back the next day and the next and the next and the next and the next. And before you know it, a few weeks down the line, a few months down the line, you ask Sam how she is today, she'll say living the dream, because she lost the weight that she wanted to and became the version of herself that she loved.
Yeah.
She applied for a different job and got it.
Amazing.
She got a new car. She made herself feel amazing. She believed in herself. She was glowing and she got a life partner.
Yeah.
And now Sam is living the dream.
That's amazing to hear.
Now, did Sam, wait until she'd felt good enough? Wait until they were ready? Wait until something had changed for them in life before they'd done anything? Or did they say it, believe it, do it, and then feel it? Say, believe, do, and feel. A or B?
B.
And the whole world is hanging off the A-frame.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting
Yeah.
to just feel a bit different. Everybody's waiting for tomorrow to come, for the sun to come out to them, to feel a bit better about themselves before they do anything. But by doing nothing,
Nothing changes.
and again, let's say that again, by doing nothing.
Nothing changes.
So we have to say it, believe it, do it,
and
feel it.
Yeah.
And isn't it true that when we fill ourselves with negativity and doubt and fear, we think it and we feel it and we become that?
Yeah.
So surely, easy answer, surely the answer here is just switch from negative to positive. That's the solution. All we need to do, folks, is stop speaking negative, start speaking positive, and the world will be our oyster, right?
That would be great.
It would be great, but it doesn't work like that.
No.
And there is a reason why it doesn't work like that. And it's one of the reasons why sometimes the power of positive talk can actually, have a negative and a reversed effect to what you want it to.
Yeah.
Because you say, today I'm going to be great, and today I'm going to get up, and today I'm going to love myself, and today I'm going to be anxiety free. And that little voice in the back of your head's like, no, you're not. And you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't even speak to myself correctly. And you drop even more. The reason it doesn't work, and most people won't know this, right, is the reason it doesn't work is there's a tiny, tiny little invisible bubble attached to it that you don't see. And do you know what it's called?
Your belief system, Kevin.
And without the belief system being in alignment with the dialogue, it will not work.
No.
If you don't believe it, it won't work. Because here's another thing people might know or might not know. You can't lie to yourself. You can lie to the world. You can't lie to yourself. Let's try it. Everybody right now, look in the mirror and say, I am 12 foot 5 inches with blonde hair. Go on, I am 12 foot 5 inches, blonde hair. Go on, say it. And you smile and laugh it off.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not saying that, it's stupid. No, it's not stupid, it's a lie. And we don't invest in lies to ourselves. We can lie to the world, we can't lie to ourselves. But it is true, we do need to switch from negative to positive. So how do we do that with belief? We use what we call bridging statements. And bridging statements are a link between the negative dialogue to the positive dialogue that forms a bridge. It gets you there. And the thing is, they're all got fact. Therefore, the belief is automatically attached. Because they've all got fact, the belief is automatically attached. You don't need to convince yourself of them because they're factual.
Yeah.
It's like what colour's the pen? Black. That's it. It's done.
Yeah.
I think this pen is the smoothest pen in the world. Oh, I don't kind of like that pen. That's just my thought. You can debate all day with thought, but you can't debate with fact because it's black and white. These statements are black and white factual. That's why they work. So 4 bridging statements to live by. What are they?
The first one, I am a work in progress.
Why is that so important?
Because everyone is a work in progress, Kevin.
So it's factual.
It's factual.
What does it allow you to get?
A win.
And it'll allow you to get that win. And it'll allow you to go, okay, this is working. Let's go a little bit more. It almost puts the wind behind the sail, if that makes sense.
Right.
What will it allow you to absorb, though?
A win every time, Kevin.
And that win will allow you that forward movement. It's also going to let you take the loss. And the reason it will let you take the loss is because we're not looking for perfectionism here.
Yeah.
What is perfectionism?
A constant pursuit of disappointment, Kevin.
An MD that's striving for perfect is always going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Someone asked me once before in a client session, what happens, Kevin, when I get perfect? And I honestly replied, when you do it, please come back to my office. Let me know how you've done that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to do that. But I do know how to progress. And we have to see ourselves as a work in progress. So statement number 1, I am a work in progress. Number 2, what we got?
I can change this.
Question, are you the same individual today as what you were 22 years ago?
No.
What happened?
Changed.
Therefore you can.
You can.
And you're going to change every single day. You're going to know more today than you did yesterday. You're going to know more tomorrow than you did today. You are going to change. And people say, well, I don't like change. Not true.
Yeah.
Not true at all. Do you wear the same shoes, same socks, same underwear as what you did last week? No, you've changed it.
Yeah.
Do you live in the same house? No. Have you got the same partner? No. Do you eat the same meal every single day? No.
So you can change.
Every single day we make choices and we change things all the time. But people for some reason go, well, I'm not comfortable with change. Not true. You're not used to making big change. There is a difference.
Yeah.
And by practicing this and doing this, you will get
Over and
used to
over.
it.
Yeah.
Number 3, what we got?
So I will change this.
You need to give your everything and you want it, you don't want to be where you are. We know that. Listening to these podcasts, watching these YouTube videos, listening to social media content and absorbing all that, it's because you're looking for something. And the trick is not to learn the knowledge, but to apply the action. You see, we live in a world that's drowning in knowledge. Everybody knows everything about everything, right? But we're starved of the application and the action. Therefore, you will do it, because by doing different, you get different. And that's what people need to remember, right? By doing different, you get different. Just knowing isn't enough.
No.
And what's the last one?
I'm going to.
I am going to give it everything I've got.
Absolutely everything you've got.
Everything. I'm a work in progress. I can't allow, and I'm going to give it everything. And what you're going to do with those is you're going to repeat them 25 times morning, 25 times afternoon, 25 times at night. That's 75 times a day. I don't know.
It seems a lot, doesn't it?
It does. But do you know you only need to do something around 21 times in order to program it to yourself?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Brushing your teeth, tying a lace, anything is around about 21 times of repetition for it to become automated. We're getting you to do these 75 times a day.
You do it 25 times in the morning, 25 times in the afternoon, 25 times in the evening. Just think about it as part of your everyday life.
How do we do them? With complete and utter congruency. What does congruency mean? People will be like, I don't know what the word congruency means.
Really, really mean it. With real congruency, really mean it.
An example of congruency, I guess, would be, have you got a partner, have you got a child, have you got a work colleague, have you ever told somebody to do something and they've went, yeah, okay, calm down. And I've just kind of fobbed it off, laughed it off and moved on with their day and not done it? Have you ever told someone to do something and they've kind of just went, okay, yeah, get it done straight away? When you ask someone to do something and they know you're serious and they do it straight away, it's because you're being congruent. The message that you're putting out matches the tone and the energy and the intensity in which it's said. Another name for congruency would be believable. Does that make sense? So you have to be really believable when you say it. And you're going to do them 25 times, morning, afternoon, night. It's the first thing you do when you open your eyes.
As soon as you open your eyes.
It's the last thing you do before you put your head in that pillow. And by doing it with congruency, you're going to build that internal dialogue, because now we know, remember, words create thought, thought creates emotion. Say it, do it, believe it. Right? So we need to use those words to create those thoughts. Those thoughts will create and change that emotional balance that you've got. And I'm going to do them with you right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to do them out loud. When you do them, and when you're doing them at home, you're doing them inside your head. Why are we doing them inside our head and not out loud? Because do you think and feel bad out there, or do you think and feel bad in there?
It's all about your internal dialogue.
It's inside, isn't it? So everything's done inside. You don't need to do these out loud. People will think you're an absolute lunatic, right?
You're not going to get up in the morning and start shouting about the house. I'm a work in progress. I can, I will, and I'm going to.
Some people could.
If you want to,
I'd definitely get away with that. But, you know, if you're a young adult or in your early 20s and, you know, you're still living with mum or dad and you're screaming in your room at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm a work in progress, they're probably going to tell you to shut up and throw a shoe at you. So it's all done internally. And we're going to use the Jack-in-the-Box method.
Okay.
A Jack-in-the-Box, you start to wind slowly and you wind and you get faster and faster and faster and it pops, right? So we're doing the Jack-in-the-Box method, and I'm going to do them externally for you so you can hear them. And all you need to do with that, really, listeners at home, is you need to marry up with the RSVP of that, the rhythm, the speed, the volume, the pitch. So it kind of goes a little bit like this. Imagine you just wake up in the morning, first thing you do is you open your eyes and you start with it. You go straight to it. You give it everything. I am a work in progress today. I can, I will, I'm going to give it my everything. I am a work in progress today. I can, I will, I'm going to give it my everything. I am a work in progress. I can, I will, and I'm going to give it my bloody everything. I am a work in progress. I can, I will, I'm going to give it my everything. And just start to absorb it. Just start to feel it.
You see how it changes if you were just to say it very calmly.
It changes entire dynamics. Words are important, right?
They are.
Do you know what's more important? The way you deliver the word. Now, I'm not asking you to go out there to the world and shout at them. I am asking you to be sincere, direct, and bloody well congruent with yourself.
It's the most important, isn't it?
You're going to change the dynamics of that. It doesn't need to be complicated, and it starts with how you speak to yourself. It really does start there. That is the catalyst, because the words in which we use will create the thought will create the feeling will create the action that you take. Yes, the world will base you and judge you on your action. You will base and judge you on what you feel. We are going to base and judge you on what you speak and what you think. And if you can control steps 1 and 2, what you say and what you think, 3 and 4, what you feel and what you do, automated. Don't even need to change them. They'll do themselves.
Your words and your thoughts, if you concentrate on your words create thoughts create feelings, and the actions will just come itself.
And the reason therapy is as complicated as it is out there is because there's certain therapists and therapies that are focusing solely on your behaviour. I don't like social situations. I don't like public transport. Oh, well, you just need to get on with it, and you need to get on that bus and ride the bus, and your fears and your demons will go away. No, that's called regression. That's called exposure. That's called trauma. Making somebody do something that they're scared of and petrified of and get crippling anxiety and depression from, it's not going to make it any better. It's like saying you don't like Brussels sprouts. There's a bowl of 100. Eat them until you like them. You didn't like it at number 1. I very much doubt you're going to enjoy number 100 any better. And it's that whole antiquated approach of just do it. Okay, we here like to work off the Walt Whitman philosophy. And therapy really should be, as a whole, working off the Walt Whitman philosophy. And for people who don't know what Walt Whitman philosophy is, Walt Whitman was an American poet. Now, I don't know what his poetry's like. It might be a lot of rubbish. I've never read it. But I did read a paragraph of something that he said. And what Walt said was, in life, with everything, I want you to be curious, not judgmental or reactory. And for everything that you're doing, for everything that they're doing, with everything that gets done to you, don't react and don't go crazy and judge and be emotional with it. Ask yourself one question. Why are they doing that? Why did they feel the need to do that? Why are they doing that? Why? Get to the why, because when you get to the why, that's actually the answer. And most people will see somebody that speaks to you like an ass and you go, oh, speak to me like an ass. I don't. Like, why are they doing that? If they feel the need to get upset that quickly over this, they must be deeply upset. What's going on in their life, and how can we make an impact on that? I literally watched somebody the other day throw a Big Mac at the serving staff at McDonald's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I quote, "You're trying to poison me," because they put pickle in his Big Mac and he asked for it without. And he literally flipped the tray and started screaming.
So rather than Jen saying, excuse me, like there's pickle in that and I asked it without it.
Everybody judges his reaction, goes, oh my God, he's crazy. I stood there and went, why did he feel the need to do that?
Something else going on.
He's not been listened to somewhere else in his life.
Absolutely.
He's been diminished or dismissed quite regularly. He has low self-esteem, and perhaps the only power he feels today is when he uses voice and temperament to be heard. But you can be heard quite clear if you speak, and you're often ignored when you shout. And it's that, why is that happening approach that we need to look. So today, look at yourself and say, right, I'm doing this, or I'm feeling this, or I'm thinking that, and ask yourself why. Don't just base it on what you're doing or what you're thinking. That's the behaviour. It needs to be a lot more simplistic than that.
And when you break it down like that, you think, that's so easy.
It has to be. People ask us all the time, surely it's not that easy. It can't be that simple.
Yes, it is.
Has to be. It has to be, because if it's not, it's complicated. And complications lead to confusion. And confusion leads to frustration, and frustration leads to temperament. Be it a negative or be it a positive, but that's how it works. It's a cycle. And I don't know if you've ever perhaps filed a tax return or tried to book an appointment with, a service provider or a clinician
surgery.
or something. But it's not the easiest thing in the world, and that's why people get frustrated, because they're not being heard. So we have to simplify it. And the truth is this, how you speak is how you think is how you feel. And that is the moral of the story. If you speak to yourself with kindness, you'll think a lot lighter and you'll feel better for it. It's not the solution. It's not going to cure all your ailments, illnesses, and mental health issues. Absolutely not. But it is a starting point where we can then get a little bit calmer and look in a little bit more detail at the things that we do need to change. Is it generational trauma? Is it situational? Is it environmental? Is it histrionic? There is going to be the answer to why. And when we can get to that why, that's where we can change it. But most people are just jumping on the bandwagon, or this is all crap, and losing their tempers, or getting deflated and bed rotting. It's the worst thing in the world, bed rotting.
Or if we sort out our internal dialogue, then it just all falls into place.
Step one, change how you speak.
Yeah. Words are so important.
Especially to yourself, because most people, actually, they're hypocrites. Most people are hypocritical. Most people listen to this podcast are hypocrites. And people will be listening going, I'm listening to your podcast, giving you a big up here, and you're calling me a hypocrite, jackass. It's not that I'm trying to insult you.
Yeah.
But think about it like this. When you speak to the people that you love, perhaps are in a relationship with, or parent, or a peer, or perhaps an employer, do you speak to them full of negativity, doubt and fear and hate and anger?
They won't, so why do it to themselves?
And that's where the hypocrisy comes.
Yeah.
That's where the hypocrisy comes, because they speak to themselves in a manner in which they would never speak to anyone else.
Negative, but they're positive to their loved ones, friends, family.
And here's the final rule for today, and the final lesson for today. I want you to speak to yourselves today the way you speak to the world. Love, care, compassion, respect. Love, care, compassion, respect. Love, care, compassion, respect. Speak to yourself like that for a few days. See what happens.
Because you're the most important one.
Every day.
Every day, without fail.
Every day. Today's lesson, speak to yourself with love, care, compassion, respect. Do your bridging statements. Really, really go for it. That will change that internal dialogue, which in turn will change how you think, which in turn will change how you feel.
Make sure you do them 25 times, morning, noon and evening. Repeat, over and over again, every day.
The congruency has to be there.
It does, definitely.
It definitely has to be there. We're going to close down now for the day. That is the first podcast done. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've got something from it. We've certainly had a lovely time doing it. And I'm looking forward to next week, where we're going to drop episode 2. Usually people give you a look forward to the episodes that are coming. We're not doing that. We're just saying look forward to the next episode, and you'll need to tune in to find out what it is. But I promise you, next week will blow you away. You can watch us on YouTube, you can get us on our socials, and you can get us on Apple, Amazon and Spotify. And keep following us along for more life-changing content to get you on top.
And keep you on top of your mental health.
Have a great day.
Take care.